Ha guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Warriorstrade. I don't even know where to start right now because we've just been hit with a bombshell out of the Bay Area that absolutely no one saw coming. This isn't a rumor. This isn't speculation. This is real. This is official. The Golden State Warriors, the team that gave us a dynasty, the team that made history, the team that became synonymous with ball movement, shooting, and championships, they have just made one of the most shocking, most unexpected, and most aggressive roster shakeups we've seen in years, and I mean years. If you're a Warriors fan, your jaw probably hit the floor when you saw the news. And if you're a fan of any other team, you're probably scrambling to understand how the landscape of the league just changed overnight. Because make no mistake, this isn't just a trade. This isn't just a tweak. This is a full-on shift in identity, a dramatic change in direction. And it raises one massive looming question. Is this the final push for another championship or the beginning of the end? Here's what went down. Multiple league sources have now confirmed that the Golden State Warriors have traded away Klay Thompson and Andrew Wiggins in a stunning two-part deal that also saw them bring in a mix of youth, size, and star power, including a shocking reunion and a new face that fans never expected to see in Warriors uniform. That's right. Klay Thompson, a franchise legend, a splash brother, a four-time champion, a player who has meant everything to this team, has officially been traded to the Orlando Magic in a sign-and-trade deal. He's gone. Let that sink in for a second. And if that wasn't wild enough, their Warriors also moved Andrew Wiggins to the Atlanta Hawks, clearing out a major piece of their wing rotation in exchange for two young prospects and a future first-round pick. So yes, Klay and Wiggins are both out in the same off-season, while the Warriors front office completely reshapes what this team will look like next to Stephen Curry and Draymond Green. Now, you're probably asking, who did the Warriors get in return? What's the plan here? Why are they doing this? And I'm going to break it all down for you. In the Klay Thompson deal, their Warriors pulled off a sign-and-trade with the Orlando Magic that brought back Jalen Suggs, a 6'5" combo guard with elite defensive instincts and major upside as a two-way player. Suggs isn't Klay, not yet, but he's just 23 years old, plays with relentless energy, and has shown flashes of being a lockdown defender who can also hit shots and make plays. The Magic also sent over a 2026 second-round pick, plus cash considerations to help offset cap concerns. In the Wiggins deal, Golden State got even younger. They sent Wiggins and a 2027 second-rounder to the Atlanta Hawks and in return received A.J. Griffin and Clint Capella. That's right, Capella is now a Warrior, a legitimate rim-protecting lob-catching center. Something this team has lacked since the days of Andrew Bogut. And A.J. Griffin, a 20-year-old wing with a smooth shooting stroke and serious long-term potential. So, let's do the math here. Out Klay Thompson, out Andrew Wiggins, in Jalen Suggs, Clint Capella, A.J. Griffin, 2 picks, and a whole lot of questions. Because this move represents more than just roster changes. It's an emotional turning point for the franchise. The end of an era. Klay Thompson leaving feels surreal. He's been the heart and soul of this team. The silent killer who dropped 37 points in a quarter, who hit 11 threes in a playoff game, who tore his ACL and Achilles, and still fought his way back onto the court. He embodied everything the Warriors stood for: resilience, class, and absolute firepower. But in the past couple of seasons, we all saw it. Klay wasn't the same. His shooting was streaky. His defense slipped, and with a looming contract decision, the front office had to make a brutal call, and they did. Sending Wiggins out as well just proves they're not playing around. Wiggins was a critical piece of the 2022 championship run. He was the primary defender on Tatum in the finals. He was the guy who finally lived up to his potential after years of being labeled a disappointment. But his offensive inconsistency and ballooning contract made him expendable in this new Warriors vision. So what is that vision? Why make all these changes now? The answer lies with one man, Stephen Curry. He's 37 years old, still elite, still capable of carrying a team, but time is running out. Their Warriors front office clearly believes they can no longer rely on nostalgia or wait for things to come together. They're trying to maximize Steph's window. They're going younger, faster, more athletic. They're sacrificing familiarity for flexibility. And they're betting that new blood can reignite the fire that once made this team the most feared group in basketball. Jalen Suggs isn't just a defensive bulldog. He's a culture guy. He's a competitor. He fits alongside Steve because he can guard both guard spots, push the pace, and doesn't need the ball to make an impact. AJ Griffin gives them floor spacing and upside. Capella gives them something they've been missing for years. Size, legitimate size. He can protect the rim, dominate the glass, and run pick and rolls with Steve that might actually draw defenders in. This version of the Warriors will look very different. It's no longer the finesse three-point shooting barrage we've seen since 2015. This version might be more grounded, more physical, more unpredictable. And maybe that's what they need. The Western Conference is a dogfight. The Nuggets are loaded. The Wolves are rising. The Lakers still have LeBron. Okay, C is coming. And the Clippers, Suns, and Mavs are still lurking. Their Warriors had to evolve or risk fading into the background. Of course, this kind of shakeup comes with risk. Chemistry takes time. You don't just replace Klay Thompson's presence in the locker room. You don't flip two key rotation players and expect things to gel overnight. But what you do gain is a new identity, a fresh start, a blueprint that allows the franchise to extend its relevance, not just cling to past glory. And we haven't even talked about what this means for Steve Kerr. For the first time in nearly a decade, he's coaching a team that doesn't rely on the Splash Brothers duo. You'll have to reimagine the offense, build new rotations, integrate youth with experience. But if anyone can do it, it's Kerr, coach who understands the long game, but also knows how to win right now. So here we are. Their Warriors have flipped the table. A new core is emerging. Curry is still the centerpiece. Draymond is still the anchor, but around them it's a whole new squad. Jalen Suggs, AJ Griffin, Clint Capella, Podsky, Kuminga, Trace, Jackson Davis. This team might not look like the old Warriors, but they might just surprise you. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you shocked? Are you excited? Are you heartbroken about Klay? What grade would you give this roster overhaul? Is this the end of the dynasty or the spark that lights a new one? If you like the video, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell so you never miss a single update. We've got trades, analysis, live reactions, and everything you need to stay locked into the wild world of the NBA. This has been your host, and until next time, stay loud, stay loyal, and stay ready, because in the NBA, nothing is ever really over. Not even in Golden State.